Whoa.
Hey, hold on. Keep
Do
it
it.
going. There
Start
it
up
is.
the band.
Just scrolling. We got 2-star Garmy member Seth Kano here. Seth, salute. Ready for that? World's in a shambles, so just listen to the ramble. Jerry Rocha and Eddie Pence, they aren't very dense. Words they don't like to mince. They've got a sixth sense. Their voices are very juicy, just like He-Man's mother's pussy. We're like the skeleton crew, stealing all the loot. Yeah, we're the Ramble crew. Now give the Seth salute. Games we like to play. Mario Zelda, Silver Surfer. If you don't listen to the Ramble, you're scruffy looking nerf herder. Goonies never say die, so eat that hair pie. McDonald's, Burger King, and Five Guys. Eating those will give you thick thighs. The Ramble is my jam. I'm off to eat some ghost ham since Eddie doesn't take the bonga. Then it's time to make the chimichanga. There we go.
Boom.
With the right there.
2-star in our programs.
Right
number
there.
1 in our hearts.
Right there. There it is. There it is.
Seth.
Seth Raising Kano?
I think so. Seth
Do you
Raising
like that?
Kano.
Seth Raising Kano.
Yeah.
Seth salute.
Yeah.
Raising Kano. I was just thinking. I don't know.
Seth Raising Kano. I think so. I think it's what it is.
It's there.
Here. I'm knighting it right now. Seth Raising Kano.
There it is. There it is. Welcome to the Ramble Podcast, the Geek's Guide to Pop Culture. We are the Geeks. I'm a comedian, podcaster, cancer fighter, video game lover, guitar learner, Jerry Rocha. Right over there, we have the one and only.
Comedian, podcaster.
Yeah.
Former guitar learner.
Okay.
Gave it up. Eddie Pence.
Said goodbye. Had
Say
enough.
goodbye. I walked away from it.
Had enough.
It didn't come as easy to me as the harmonica, so that's why I walked away.
Come on. You're a natural, Eddie. 452
That's the
is
problem.
just Ramble.
That's the problem.
You could, you're like, I can't even. Why bother? When you're already at the peak of the harmonica.
I didn't know what it was like to have to work for it. That was the problem. Harmonica, I didn't have to work for it. It's just in me.
Just came out playing. The minute you picked one up, it was already. Was that true?
It was already. So guitar, I had to learn, which yeah.
You knew what your calling was.
Yeah.
You can email us, by the way, ramble@theramblepod.com. You can find us on Instagram at the podcast Ramble, at podcast Ramble. We're on YouTube. You see our beautiful faces at the Ramble Tube. We have our merch TeePublic page. Go to nerdytee.com. A lot of cool nerdy t-shirts. Get a discount, 15% off by typing in Ramble, REMBLE at nerdytee.com. Be sure to do all of that. We're going to have a geek out. We're going to have the best around. We're going to have a Super Nintendo game that should have been. These are all surprises to Eddie. It's going to be kind of a quicker one because we got a lot going on. Going on. And so
moving and shaking. Brewster Baker t-shirt. That is
right there.
Woo!
Right there.
Woo!
Is he the best number 49 ever? I don't know. Let's see who he's up against. Let's do this first.
List some 49s. Yeah. Let's see if you're hanging 49 in the rafters, what's the name on that jersey?
And is it Brewster Baker? Okay.
Is it Brewster Baker?
All right. Wow. So generally considered the best is we
the
have
best 49.
Dennis Smith for the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
Dennis Smith for the. We also have Tim Wakefield. He had a good run.
Heard the knuckleballer, right? That was a knuckleballer,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
so.
Wakefield the knuckleballer.
I never know how to pronounce this guy's last name. Ron Guidry.
Guidry, probably Guidry from the Guidry family.
Yeah, from the Yankees.
Long line of Guidrys.
Hoyt Wilhelm.
Always told good
Mitchell.
Hoyt.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Bobby Mitchell played for the Redskins. Bobby Mitchell. Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. He is an all-time Washington Commander and an all-time Cleveland Brown, Bobby Mitchell.
Yeah.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Bobby Mitchell was the first African-American on the Washington Redskins at the time.
Because I'm sure
Washington
they yelled
Redskins,
wonderful things at him in the stands.
Well, he was the Washington Redskins were the last team to integrate.
Yeah.
Because George Preston Marshall was the well-known racist.
Owner.
The old owner.
We have pitcher Lee Smith, Chris Sale, Felipe Alou, Dennis Smith, Jake Arrieta. I'm sorry, Dwayne Woodruff right now, Jamie Moyer, Jose Mesa. It's Brewster Baker.
Right now.
No one has jumped out here to make me go, nah.
I mean, I'm inclined to lean towards Bobby Mitchell just because I grew up there and I knew what he contributed to that team.
You knew what he did, but okay, but you don't know what Brewster contributed.
It's tough. I might give the nod. I know. Bobby Mitchell had to confront racism and was broke down some of the racial barriers in that city. Yeah. But I still might have to give it to Brewster Baker.
Brewster Baker, probably the only NASCAR driver whose car would physically lower when he would sit inside of it. That's a lot. That's probably something you don't really think about, the gut of
probably the only NASCAR racer in history that bailed mid-race to go save his kids. Just left the race mid-race.
Right.
Drove his stock car.
The right thing.
To do the right thing to save them kids.
It's just.
Plus he's got Aaron Gray. Plus he's got Aaron Gray notched on the bedpost, so you can't.
I mean,
you can't look away from that.
I don't know. I don't know who to give it to. All I can say is you can run, you can hide, never let it inside. That's keep living your life in the dark. I mean, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Brewster Baker.
Brewster Baker. I'm gonna geek out, Eddie. I'm gonna geek out about Doom: The Dark Ages, the new Doom game. That is kind of somewhat medieval based, but it's still future techy. God damn it, it's so much. What is it about the Doom series? You're just putting on that comfortable sweater that always fits, that somehow never stinks. That you know what I mean? You know what you're getting. It's my God, the Doom franchise. It's just I don't think I've ever played a shit.
It's like slide into a warm bath. It's just comfort,
just boom,
right
there. I don't know that I've played a shitty one. I'm trying.
You just pee right in the tub and you don't feel weird about
it. You don't even care. You're just in your own pee, just soaking in your own piss, and you're like, yeah, I'm good. That's how good Doom Dark. It's so much fucking fun. It's the only thing, Eddie. If you don't mind getting your attention here, it's the only thing that pries me away from that. There it is. Another appearance. Maybe we'll sponsor us. Maybe the Claire Obscure Expedition 33 folk will sponsor us. Maybe.
Wow, we're getting a little hit streak here. Hit streak.
It is. It's kind of getting. We're getting maybe DiMaggio era. I don't know if it's going to top him, but it's at least in the conversation. It's at least in the we can.
I would
How
agree.
about this? We're not at the point where like ESPN should cut in every time we ramble.
No, not yet.
Close.
We're a couple rambles away. Couple rambles
away from them. They're gonna have to start cutting in.
I think if it makes an appearance and another ramble, I think you can start.
One more. Wow, look at this. Look, man,
one more. I think
that's pretty fucking impressive. That's pretty. Yeah. So I've just been loving this Doom Dark Age. It's so much fucking fun. And there's this game coming out called Witchfire, and it's on Steam. But man, fuck Steam. I play consoles, right?
Dude. You're not a nerd. You're not a fucking nerd.
What am I, a loser? What am I, a fucking loser?
You've been laid before, correct?
Thank you. What do I have to go? I have to go subscribe to an OnlyFans to see tits? Stop it. Come on. What's the matter with this shit? So I'm doing that Steam shit, but supposedly it's coming out in the PS5 soon. But it is very much like a medieval Doom type game. But like, I think you're using like spells instead of like machine guns, which sounds fucking incredible. I really Witchfire. I really want to play. By the way, we've had a few people. I forgot to tell you this. Have chimed in. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting. I don't know if it might have been Bonfrisco. If you're going to Pat Bonfrisco. He had said
one of the longer nicknames that we've got.
One of the much longer ones. Gumble would shit his pants out of rage at that nickname. He would like, what are you doing here?
Wait, we got all day? You got all day, guys? We got all day?
What's happening here?
A nickname that's 5 seconds long? You got all day?
Bonds, Frisk, Bonds. There it is.
Frisk. That's a nickname. That's a nickname.
Frisk. So he was saying that it does take some time. They get better. Gary Rickelman was very much defending Quinn, the invincible Eskimo. He was.
Wow. Yeah.
He was
coming hard.
He said there's been several figures of Quinn, the unbeatable Eskimo, and
I didn't know that. I stand corrected.
To the lore. Yeah, very important to the lore is Quinn, the unkillable, the unbeatable, the undefeated.
Because I just finished up episode 6.
Yeah.
Or issue 6, where what was the storyline in that one? All I know is that I think on 2 separate occasions, 2 different Joe members hit on Scarlet.
That happens. They're good at that.
Yeah, constantly. It's a constant thing. They're
really
constantly harassing Scarlet.
And it's like, is it weird that they're constantly trying to fuck her, like knowing Snake Eyes is right there?
Unless the only way I've made it make sense in my head, and so I don't hate the entire G.I. Joe team for being a bunch of pigs.
Right.
Is that she bangs all of them. Like she's the Yaddle of the Joe team.
Like, why not? Fuck it. Why not?
And so now it makes sense that they're constantly going, "Hey, you want to go? You want to go hook up?"
Scarlet,
because is it my turn? So, like that sort of thing.
So this is my up. So no. So I'm telling you, it's gonna right now. It's so stupid. But
it's beyond.
It's
beyond
going
dumb.
to get so fucking good.
It's beyond stupid.
I'm telling you right now.
One of the worst comics I've ever read.
Issue
up to this
21.
Point. Okay.
Is I would say I could comfortably put that in a top 10 all-time Marvel comic.
Okay. Because this last one I just read, they're assembling. They dedicate like 3 pages to them assembling this ATV, this RTV, rough terrain vehicle that they drop. They drop in several different cargo boxes because they're trying to sneak behind the border, and they spend like 3 pages building it, and then like a page later they get discovered. Like it's just like this whole thing was secret, and then a page later,
not really a secret.
It's not really a secret anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna get really.
I hope, because as of now, one of the worst G.I. Joe, one of the worst comics I've ever read.
Dreadnoughts aren't even showing up yet. Zartan
we still have Hawk. Hawk is still in charge. So
Hawk is still in charge. Duke ain't even there yet. Destro, I don't believe is even shown the fuck up.
No Destro yet. The only Cobra, we're only getting Cobra Commander and some Baroness. That's about all we're getting.
Oh man, just
no Storm Shadow. No Dr. Mind Bends. There's no Des. There's no
issue 21 is
no Major Blood.
That's what kicks off the. Had I been the one I read as a kid, it would have been every week I would have bought a G.I. Joe comic. Had I read issue 21, right? Had I experienced that. But it is true. I think it was Von Frisker or somebody said, don't skip because there are things that will come back. And so it's like, that's
because right now I don't want any of this to come back.
I ruined it, but Quinn.
Up to issue 6, there's the unbeatable Eskimo apparently keeps coming back. It's very important in G.I. Joe lore.
And very important, apparently. I don't see how that's the case.
Does he have 3 G.I. Joe classified figures being made like Sergeant Slaughter? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so. No, fuck him. No,
now it's unbeatable Eskimo, William Perry, right here.
Right there.
William Perry, right there. The fridge right above.
You know who I'm gonna take a step. I'm gonna go William Perry. Okay? All right, right here-ish fridge, Eddie, is like up. Then the one guy they made who just had like silver. Remember, he was like a padded silver GI. Remember that guy? He was like a laser fighter. Him, then the unbeatable Eskimo.
That's where I'm at. Unbeatable Eskimo's got some work to do. That's all I'm saying.
It's a lot of And let me tell you something. He loves running his own mouth. He loves letting you know.
No one likes talking about the unbeatable Eskimo more than the unbeatable Eskimo.
The unbeatable Eskimo loves to let you know how you fucked up and how he would have done it differently. And it's. Do you got a geek out, Eddie?
Oh yeah, my geek out. It might geek out right here. They just revealed this a couple days ago on Hasbro Pulse, and I know
Oh.
I bring up a lot of Hasbro Pulse stuff, but they're dropping this bitch.
Oh my God.
They're dropping that bitch right there.
That was my favorite. That was one of
The
my favorite
AWE
vehicles.
Striker
That was so
with
great.
crankshaft.
Crankshaft and striker. God. I still think my favorite was the motorcycle that had the sidecar with the machine with the Gatling gun.
Yeah.
You know? But that is
Look at that.
fucking,
Look who's there in the back. Look who's there
Jesus,
in the
the
back.
push they're giving him. The push they're giving him.
Is Slaughter not getting the biggest push of all time?
The push
G.I. Joe
Hasbro was
Classified.
giving Sergeant Slaughter. Gee, God, all right, again, we get it. My goodness, hey, we love the guy. We love him.
Who doesn't love Slaughter? But like, does he have to dip his toe into everything?
Everything. Hey, I'll be there. Yeah, sure, I can make it.
Yo, Joe.
He's got. I will just want to believe that the Sarge has some better shit to do. Sometimes,
Apparently he doesn't.
maybe. Apparently he does.
But to drop in on every single thing.
What are you guys doing now?
What's up, guys?
Man. So
Hey, Scarlett. I heard you like to give the boys a good time.
my turn to fuck you. Is it my turn?
Come on.
Come on. What everyone else can but me? You're fucking that burn victim who can't talk?
You're fucking a guy named Zap? What kind of name is Zap?
Jesus Christ. What are they paying you? Tell me that. I'll go get it. If that's what it takes. Oh, man. You know that's the only one. She's like, oh, I'm good. Thank you, sorry. Oh, man. A little tired now. Yeah, next time. Next time you'll be first in line, Sarge. Eddie, dude, it's time.
Yeah. Oh.
Springing one on you. The best around. Atari video game box art. The best around. There's one. Who
Okay.
is it? What is it? Can you do this? I have.
I think I can do it.
I think I want you to look it up, and I don't think how it's. I don't know how it's not Defender. Defender looks like something out of a movie, and you have like front and center boobs, too.
Right.
It's Defender or maybe, Missile Command's always great. Asteroids is just a classic that gets the job done. But I think I got to go Defender.
Defender right there.
There's something about it.
It's pretty dope.
It's so
That's
fucking
pretty
cool
dope.
looking. I think I have to go Defender. I know Asteroids is super fucking simple, but it's so fucking cool.
I mean, this game was kind of ass, but
Yeah.
this one got me as a kid.
Oh God, that was so good, that cover.
If you're just going off box art and something that's going to pull on my heartstrings as a child, it was Star Wars Empire Strikes Back.
Fuck, that was so good. Missile Command is another good one. The Yar's Revenge.
The Yar's Revenge right there. I don't know what that's telling me, but
I like it.
it's telling me something.
It's giving me a little bit of the. But Asteroids is so classic.
And here's Miss Pac-Man just trying to give it to everybody.
Just wanting to come in. Even the ghosts are like, wait a minute.
She's fucking.
Wait a minute. The ghosts are like, wait, do we want to go after her? Do we want?
She's got them knee-high boots on, just like, come on, boys.
Shit. Joust was
boys.
pretty fucking good. Joust was. Oh fuck. I think nostalgia. I'm still sticking with Defender because I just didn't know what the fuck was going on in that cover. Although I loved it. Like, I was like, what is happening here? Those laser bolts going through that dude's head? Is he a ghost? What is happening?
Yeah, but fucking Asteroids is pretty fucking
Asteroids
dope.
is just so, it's just simple, classic. Look how cool that spaceship
But can
looks.
we all agree that the thing about the Atari box covers is you got none of that in the game?
Nothing. It looks
You
zero.
got zero of that in the game.
It didn't look a fucking thing. It didn't even come close. Maybe Pitfall. Pitfall might have been the only one that kind of...
Absolutely.
maybe
trying to. I'm trying. I'm scrolling through the Atari box arts. I mean, I guess maybe Frogger at least kind of lets you know what's happening.
Frogger's a good one of letting you know what's happening, and it's a
There's
good
a frog.
cover. It's a good
There's
art.
a frog, and there's an
And
alligator.
a gator trying to eat the thing.
Missile Command gave you nothing. That gives you nothing.
Command 0. Except, but I also love this like 50.
But it's a great box art.
Some 50-something guy named Gil. He's like, Christ, I gotta go. Christ, I gotta go work a missile command
fuck
shift.
these goddamn fucking
Christ.
missiles. Just fucking blow the whole thing up, okay?
Jesus Christ, I gotta do all this. Christ, you shitting me? Like I love that. I love that guy, Gil, or something like that, right? He's got a name.
Yeah.
One of those kind of old school league. Hey Gil, you doing all right there, pal? Like I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to go Defender, Eddie.
I think Defender or Asteroids. Asteroids is fucking.
So we were agreed that our top 3. I think we have the same, if not order. It's Defender, Asteroids, Empire Strikes Back. Some kind of mishmash of those.
Yeah,
right? Like those are
something like that. The ones that got me excited as a kid, and then to be ultimately
Yeah.
disappointed once I started playing them.
And you're like, what the fuck? This sucked. Return of the Jedi, I somehow convinced myself didn't suck. Because at least you blew up the Death Star in the Atari Return of the Jedi game.
Yeah.
None of it made sense. I didn't understand those weird little panels that were before. Remember that? That were like the shield panel.
Nothing makes sense.
I don't know what the fuck was happening. But at least with the Return of the Jedi game, you got to blow up the Death Star. That was, I remember like, all right, well, there's that. Yeah. And I remember, didn't it just go... And it's just the Millennium Falcon just constantly, like, that's the end screen. I barely remember this. But
it's rough.
It's just... You just like... It was... I don't know. At the time, though, nothing... No, I thought that Smurf game was jaw-dropping. How good it looked.
ColecoVision at the time, coming on the heels of Atari, you're like, well, this is what graphics are from now on. This is what games will always look like.
That Smurf game blew my fucking mind graphically.
Yeah.
I was like, when you're in the fucking cave, I was like, holy shit.
Because you're used to fucking Star Wars, the cockpit game where you're like, everything's just lines, and you're going through the Death Star trench, but it's just lines. No, there's nothing solid. Everything is just weird lines. But you're still going, this is awesome. I'm in the cockpit of X-Wing.
It's incredible. Man. God damn, that's I'm going to go Defender, Eddie.
Okay. I'll probably it's Defender or Asteroids. It's a coin flip for me between those two.
Defender's got the chick with the boobs. At least there's that. That helps as well. Now, the Super Nintendo game that should have been. The Police, Every Breath You Take, the video game. So, an ode to stalkers.
Right.
Is there like a second quest where it's where it's Diddy trying to cover up for murdering Biggie and playing up the morning? Is that like a second quest if you beat the game?
If there was DLCs back then?
Right, if there was a DLC, would it be, okay, now you're going to play as Diddy, just trying to pretend he had nothing to do with Biggie getting murdered, and dance around to this fucking song at the MTV Awards and pretend he's sad that he got this guy killed so he can make more money off him.
So does this game open up on a Dear John letter?
It has to. I'm going to say guy comes back from deployment.
Okay, I like it.
Guy comes back from deployment.
He opens up the door, empty room, letter on the table.
Letter on the table, keys to his new apartment. Like all her shit's still there, all his shit's in storage.
Yeah.
And here's your storage container, and you got to go find a place. Right? You got to go find a place.
So that's the setup.
That's the setup. And then I would think, just to really play up what would make that kind of individual go crazy enough to stalk, is there's got to be some clue that a person of color has been there with his wife, right? there's gotta have to be some like just
Maybe
like
there's just a picture on the TV, and it's her with her new
with, like,
boyfriend.
this super good looking black dude, and they're smiling, and he's just like, wait a minute, and then I heard the shit she used to say when we were together. Like, this is impossible.
There's no way.
If you would have heard her talk during the finals, when the NBA finals were on, if you would have heard half the shit that came out of her mouth, you would not be believing this right now. And then so he's like, every breath, and then so that it begins, right? And so
now do you go and you find out where they are having dinner, and you're trying to sneak into the restaurant without being noticed. And any moment you get noticed,
game over. It's a game over.
over. So if you can get through them,
this is one of those like hard games. This is one of those like classically difficult games where like you have to start the minute you get caught. You don't go back to the outside the restaurant.
No,
it's back
you start
to the
all the way
Dear
over.
John letter. It's back to the Dear John letter.
So you have to go into a restaurant and watch them eat without them noticing you. So they have to
Right.
finish their meal, and then they
Right.
then they walk out, and then you have to time it. You can't walk out too soon because
Right.
they'll see you.
They'll
But you
see
can't
you.
walk out. You can't give too much time because they'll get in their car and drive away, and you've lost.
And you lose them. Now, are members of the police in this? Like, is Sting the waiter? As like it's just a kind of a nod, wink, wink. Is Andy Summers like the maitre d'? Is Stuart Copeland? Is he the guy who brings your wine? Like, I don't know. I'm just putting that out there. Do we have cameos from the band, or is just? I mean, and then there's got to be the.
And then I think and then you get into the driving sequence where you're tailing their car on your motorcycle, but you can't
Right.
get too close.
You can't get too close.
You can't get too far back. You can't get the cops can't pull you over because Sting would be one of the cops. They're always
Sting's a cop. He's the police. The police, they get you.
so you got to follow them back to the place, and then you got to climb up the fire escape so you can look in the window.
And then the masturbating begins.
And then you got to masturbate while they're having sex.
And
But you can't be too
get
loud.
busted.
And I think if you can ejaculate at the same time they come, that's how you win the game. That's the boss.
That's it. That's the final. That's it. So it's one of those games where it could take someone 10 hours or 10 minutes to beat it, depending how good they are. Right?
Exactly.
That's the police to every breath you take.
But while you're masturbating, you also have
Yeah.
to fight back tears.
That's the tough part. You have an emotion
That's the
meter.
tough.
The emotion meter starts, and if that comes, your dick gets a little limp, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Because you see their orgasm meter is growing, and you're trying to keep up with that until climax.
If you blow it, is the game over screen just her new guy just beating the fuck out of you in the front lawn? Just beating the ever-living shit out of you. Just fucking you up in the front lawn. I don't see why not.
Same. That seems like a way to a good end screen. If you
Yeah,
get caught.
good game over. A good game over screen if you blow it. It's just, wow, what a. Okay, is that a rental or is that a purchase, Eddie?
I think because the level of difficulty, you might have to buy it. I don't know if you can get through it on a rental.
If you want to see if you get through it on a rental, well, great. But
Yeah, maybe
I think
rent-
it would be
rent
one
to
of
buy.
those where
Rent
you
to
came
own.
so close to coming each time, and you couldn't. So you're like, "Fuck, I have to buy it."
I gotta buy it.
I need to see this through. This fucking thing. Oh fuck! Do you get to unlock famous stalkers? Is that
Oh, that's a great-
Could that
yeah.
be part of it? Like, it's like a gallery that the better you do, the faster you beat the game, the more you unlock, and then
Every
unlock
stage,
it.
you pick up a card, a trading card of a famous stalker, and you collect them all.
This is perfect. The chick who was inside Keanu Reeves' house, all that. They're just there. Just fucking. This is, man, what a. I know this one had to be a little short, Eddie, But
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God. My
Wow.
God, what a ramble. My
Insane.
God.
Insane.
Next Ramble. Please subscribe to this 5-star rating, positive text review. Ramble 453, our next one, Eddie. Get ready for this.
Lay it on me.
We're going to do the geek out, of course.
Okay, I like it.
We're going to have kind of a downer of a done dirty or the right move.
Oh.
Lenny from Of Mice and Men. Was he done dirty? Or was that
Or
the
the
right?
had to be done.
It had to be done. Was he done dirty? Could they have maybe just made it to Mexico? Anyway, and then Darkest, we're going to actually compare Darkest Hours.
Okay.
Vehicle Voltron
Oh.
or the cousins taking over the Dukes of Hazzard?
Okay. All
So there we go. That's
I have
Ramble
some thoughts on that, yeah.
453.
Okay.
You'll be here next week. So we love you all. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back Friday for a Ramble
will.
Radio, and we will see it very soon. Take care. We love you guys. Enjoy the music. Let's rock this, man.
Boom.
Boom. Oh, there we go. Wow. Wow. There it is. There it is. But I do, yeah. But the band should be in it.
Yeah, there's got to be there's got to be at least a little cameo by each one at some point.
Yes, at some point in the game. Maybe like could Sting, like maybe you meet him and he teaches you like that tantric shit, and so it helps you hold off at the end. Could that be part of it?
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
I mean,
Do you ever see Sting from WCW? Does he ever pop in?
maybe at the end.